Ha. Just give it a few seconds for people to perhaps turn up. Let's see if the last stream is still running. Oops. Do we have this thing working now? It does appear that we do have this thing working now. Good. Well, there we go. Damn computers. Right. Welcome aboard, everybody. Hope everyone's had a good week and is all safe and well and good. Stop saying hello, Jay. Joe's Better Room. Hello, Chevy Fish. Hello, Sean. Hello, Shrimp. Alex Breeden Fish. Mandy Zen Ginger. Thank you very much. My first super chat, super sticker, or whatever. $5. How's it going? It's going better now. Thank you very much, Lee. Hello, lovely Cheryl. Hello, Rodders. Hello, Brian. Welcome aboard, everybody. And thanks for joining me on a Sunday evening that was going quite well until about 3 minutes ago. But there we go. Computers. Just, yeah. I'm no tech head. So there we go. So yes, I did remember to turn super chats, etc., on this week. I would have thought it would have been fairly obvious when it was in the no, you click monetization. I'd have thought that kind of thing would have happened automatically, but apparently it doesn't. Scott King Queen Cichlids, $10. Thank you very much, Scott. Hello, my better looking. Oh, I'm not better looking than you. You got the smooth. You have. You're not some ropey looking brick with bad teeth and a bad bald patch and a 5 head. Actually, I think that's more of a 6 head now, isn't it? A 4 head or a 5 head. Yes. So yeah, thank you very much. And as I said at the start of the video I put out this week, which I'm guessing most of you probably didn't watch, this is all about models. Thank you very much, Scott. Love your channel too. Yes, got the monetization, blah blah blah. That's all good. What was I going to say? Oh, I've lost my point now. But yeah, that was part of this week's video, was saying about the monetization and all that good stuff. So thank you very much, Rodders, for £2. I shall make sure it all goes to good use. And I'll try and remember what came in from fishy things and what came in from modelly things, and try and keep it separate down the middle. Yep, new videos on models, Scott. Hi Anthony, how are you doing? Yeah, it was just a general bench update video, Scott. Nothing special or interesting. Just this is what I've been building, and what I might be building next. So yes, thank you very much. And yeah, that's where I was going. I'm not asking for money. If people are generous and lovely enough and want to donate, I'm not going to say no, but don't anyone feel expected or have to, or that I'm asking, because I'm not. Unless, you know, I get to the point where I might be getting homeless, then yeah, I might start asking for money, but that's a long way off. Hello, FNS Fish Room. How are you? Good to see you here. I suppose we've got a bit of a crowd in already. What's been going on in Sharpie's Fish Room? Well, for a start, we're getting invaded by a massive great bumblebee. let me just open the door a bit more so she can go back out again. There you go, darling. Right. Yeah, so 1.5 inch long bumblebee just flew in. Now you'll be able to hear the birds in the garden as well. You probably hear the bee. Thank you very much, Rodders. Very nicely said. So what's been going on? 10th tank has been set up. Oh, there she goes. Back out the door again. So we have another grow out tub for bristlenoses. Yeah, big old bee, Scott. Friendly though. The good old British bumblebee. They land on you, nice and furry and soft. I wouldn't do it with a honeybee, but with a bumblebee you can. You can give them a stroke. So the 10th tank or third grow out tub has gone in for the bristlenoses. Once they're ready to come out. Hi Joseph, how you doing? Yeah, sorry, it kind of went a bit pear-shaped. Me, computers, just doesn't work. Give me something I can fix with a hammer. So yes, that yeah, baby. Yeah. Then the Apistogramma pair have had another lot of babies as well. Oh, thank you very much for that, Chewy. Posting Catfish Terry stream. Very nice of you, or whoever did it. Yes, so we got about, well, I haven't really counted, but there's at the moment about 50 or 60 baby apistos in there. So hopefully, fingers crossed, that they don't eat them, or the male doesn't eat them this time. It'll be the third time. Yeah, third time. So hopefully this time they don't eat them, which would be very nice. Because then they might actually be ready for when lockdown ends. You know, we're saying bristlenose and the pistos up more. Yeah, that may well happen, Rodders. It may well. Because, well, no, I've literally got about 250 bristlenoses at the moment. The Crebensis juveniles that are in their grow out tub, they've had babies, so I've got baby cribs. So, shh. Pam's now a grandma. Yeah, beaches. Yep. So to say they can open the beaches doesn't mean you have to go though. I would think there will be a general pile for the beaches, Anthony. If you're going to go, I'd give it a few more days, maybe a week. Just everyone's gone and left, and then you can go, and it should be quieter. That's my thinking on it anyway. But yeah, it's. I think we're now up to 20,000 deaths in the UK. So we're not actually running far behind America, which is quite scary. Considering the size difference of population between the two countries. Yeah, it's a itchy nose. But then I suppose we are packed in quite a lot tighter. Hey Bob, you're a grandpa again. Yes, so there's that. Fishies wise, so there's some of the guppies from here are in the new tub to get that cycling. Obviously, I don't want to put 80 baby bristlenoses into a brand new tub, which is completely uncycled. So we'll get some guppy poop going in there and a bit of mold. Get the cycle going in there a little bit at least. Yeah. I don't want to keep them in their little breeder box too long. Yeah, and then I think there's minimum 40 bob, possibly nearer 60. So yeah, you're definitely your grandpa. Just hope Dad doesn't eat them this time, shall we? Um, Everything else so far, I think, has been healthy. No real issues. So whatever it appears. It's doing well so far, Bob. It's doing okay so far. Hey, thank you, D. Yeah, I don't know what I messed up. I hit the go live button and it just sat there with the white circle going live, and nothing happened. So I did it the old fashioned way and just shut the internet on the pooter and then started again. Yeah, father and son. And yes, did have one death. One of the black and orange platies unfortunately passed. Found floating this morning. Was missing most of its tail yesterday and not looking particularly healthy. So probably just on the way out, as it were, and got picked on. As I mean, you got a crebensis, a butterfly cichlid, and a large rainbow fish in there, so anything weak gets picked off. It's just the way of the world. Hey Kenny, how you doing? You keeping up with your water changes? I assume that's what you're doing. Oh, dang, you got the non-religious underwear on, Scott. The ones that aren't holy. And yes, still not sponsored, by the way. Actually, that's what I could put the super chat money towards. You could be my monster sponsor. And there's the man, the legend himself, Mr. Gilbert Mondragon of Red Dragon Modelworks fame. How you doing, Gil, brother? I hope your mask's keeping you safe, because that's definitely keeping people 6 feet away from you. It's probably keeping people in a different zip code if they see that thing coming at them, especially with that Papa Smurf hair coming out the top of it. Hang on. Yeah. How many ounces is that monster drink? We don't do ounces. It's. Let's see if it says on here ounces anywhere. But no. 553 mil. So a pint. Yeah, but say if anyone wants to see, no, I'm assuming some of you may have watched some of my modeling videos. But if anyone wants to see someone who's really damn good at especially painting figures and stuff, I suggest you check out Gil's Dragon, Red Dragon Modelworks, as the guy is a legend. I learned an awful lot from him, not just modeling wise, about being a good human as well. And one of the people I really respect. So there we go. And that's enough soppiness and sappiness from me, I think. Should be good for the rest. I already had another one of these this morning, Scott. Well, it was two of the smaller ones, but they're nearly the same size. Sharpies and lawns, yes. Yeah, I flunked that class. Yeah, I did kind of flunk soppy and sappy. I'm not very good at it. I try, but you know. Yeah, you get that honey-do list cleared, Scott. Just don't get your good underwear dirty beforehand. Oh, look at that. Mandy, you legend. Actually, you see, that. There you go. What more can you ask for? A mod that finds a random channel and gets the link up there within minutes for you. There you go, Gil. Hopefully you'll get a few more visitors to your channel. Especially Pam at Punchy Paints. I think she would really quite enjoy watching you paint. Ooh, most amount of monster I've drunk in a day. Don't know. Divide 553 by 30. That'll give you the answer. Well, I haven't had quite enough for my brain to be able to do that maths in my head, so let me just find a calculator on my tablet. Yeah, it's on here somewhere. There we go. Or actually, an ounce is 26.7, isn't it? 21 ounces. 21 fluid ounces in that can, I think. Oh yeah, Gil can definitely teach you. You can learn a lot from Gil, Scott. But I would suggest watching maybe some of my figure painting videos, because I get to a level and then Gil takes it on. So I'm drawing stick men and then Gil's Pam, basically. Hey Asbo, how you doing, my friend? Hope you're all good. And tap Tom, yeah, doing the gardening. I really should get around to that at some point. It's getting rather overgrown. I can only just see Zach down the other end of the garden. He's less than 30 feet away. Yeah, I really need to get to it, but work has been going a bit crazy busy. I took it on as technically a part-time job, and I'm basically working full-time. Well, I get one day off a week at the moment. Yes, I've been today as well. But hey, more money is always a good thing to have in the bank account, just in case something goes wrong. Like when I had to leave my last job. Well, I didn't have to leave, but I chose to. I didn't think I would be out of work for quite as long as I did, so luckily I spend less than I earn. Just the way I've always been. If I earn 1,000, I'll spend 950. You know, and allow for bills that come every 3 months or whatever. But yeah, that kind of thing. So you get savings build up. Yeah, sorry about the migraine, Asbo, but yeah, I'm not too bad. Sore and tired and worn out, but hey, that's what you get for doing like 40-hour weeks on your feet without breaks. After sitting on your butt for 9 months, self-isolating for no reason. Yeah, hey Fish Tropic, how you doing? And obviously anyone I've missed as well, because I'm old and crap. Boris. Boris Johnson. Far as I know, he's recovering well, getting back to doing his job. As far as I'm concerned, do I agree with the man's politics? No, but this isn't a politics thing, is it? This isn't a left versus right thing, and anyone who makes it that way, just ignore them. This is a do what at the time on available facts, knowledge. Do what you think to be the best thing, and that's what Boris has done for the UK. Time will tell now. Maybe it didn't prove to be the right thing to leave it as long as he did before putting in lockdown. Perhaps he shouldn't have put in lockdown. We don't know right now. All I can say is, up until now anyway, he's done the best as he can, and I can't knock him for that. I can't stand the guy's politics, but you know. Manual models and paints keep me occupied till the next job. I did the same. Yeah, that's it. You got to have rainy day funds. At times like this, when you might get laid off from your job, maybe not permanently, but if in the UK, I think a lot of people are getting like the furlough payment is you're getting from the government 80% of what you would have earned based on last year's number. So it's not quite exact, but better than a kick in the teeth, let's be honest, or nothing, or a one-off check. Thank you very much, Bob. Mr. Kayla with a boss sticker. I've never had biceps or hair quite like that. I've probably been that colour purple though a couple of occasions. But yeah, so I'm not one for timely political commentary, but I think Boris is doing a better job than Donald. Let's put it that way. At least he hasn't suggested anything to do with disinfectant or UV lights inside the body. Because I think all of us know just how bad of an idea either of them are. Because I don't know about you, but I don't want to tan inside my lung. They're already pretty brown anyway, from smoking. Yeah. Yeah, this I don't know if customers just gave me a bacon dog treat or real bacon. Hey, bacon's bacon, Tom. Bacon is bacon. It's a sin to let bacon go to waste. Yeah. Oh, maybe Aaron, that's the thing. I don't think I've had it. There was, just before I started work, so about 6-7 weeks ago, I had like a week where I had a few days or a week where I had a bit of a headache, and I just put that down to not sleeping very well, or sleeping in a weird position. Maybe I had it, I don't know. Maybe the amount of smoke going into my lungs is killing the virus. Yeah, never know. That would be amusing though, wouldn't it? Smoking kills COVID. Yeah, on the interstate, got the overhead illuminated signs that can minimise travel due to COVID. Yeah, well, this is it. The reason it has spread all over the world isn't because it's been like chemtrailed or anything like that. It's because people travel so much these days that things spread like wildfire. I'm back in, I'll say, the dark ages. Was it 1600s? Or was it earlier than that? Might have been. With the no, smoking's good. See, I find that smoking might kill me, but it will keep the people around me alive longer because I won't kill them. Yeah, plus the fact that, good point, Aaron. As modelers, we are pretty much breathing in lots of glue fumes and lacquer fumes, and it's toxic for humans, so I don't know, it might be worth a test. Goals. Yeah. My goal is to just make it through another day and another week and then see how we go from there. Yeah, that's it, Sean. Stop traveling so much and things are easier to contain. As I say, it's like the Black Death. It took years, if not decades, to get from where it first started, which, funny enough, was the Far East, across to Europe. Because it had to be transmitted person to person down either on foot or on horseback or camelback. You can see it. You can see the map on the map where it follows the Spice Road. Comes up through Europe, then gets onto boats, spreads around Europe quicker, then gets to Russia or Slovakia and Russia, and then ends up going back to the Far East. Well, technically, I think Serbia, not Serbia, Siberia may have killed it or melted. I've melted many a time, Pam. I melt every time I see you. Screen melt. Pass. Could just be that I'm horrifically ugly. I don't know. Could just be that YouTube thinks, no one wants to see him. Ginger. Or usually people freeze or you get circle. Yeah, they're the ones that I see. I've not seen a face melt. There we go. You see, perhaps it's because I mentioned the C word too often. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have mentioned the C word and the D word in the same stream. Yeah, it's one of those things. As you say, there's been a few cases now in Attleborough. Nothing too big going on because people are realising, oh, I've caught something. I'm a bit ill. I shall stay at home just in case it is. So it's not gone crazy over or here anyway, but tiny little former market town in back end of Nowheresville, Norfolk. Yeah. Any cases bought in have probably come in with delivery lorries into shops. Let's be honest. Either that or we're just so used to breathing the fumes from the chicken factory and the pig muck going on the land and oh yeah, art galleries on art galleries on psychedelics, or that's just a bad idea. Very bad idea, trust me. Trust in Sharpie's previous experiences. Yes, walking down the high street in the centre of Norwich, and everyone becomes zombies, vampires, and werewolves, and leashes, and skeletons, and scariest things that didn't freak me out. Yeah. Pam streams always are great. You always get a good laugh, at least. Guaranteed a good laugh if you usually learn something as well. But yeah, if I say I did wake up a bit late, so I'll have to go back and watch that at some point when I get a chance. Yeah, it was just a normal night for me back then. Yeah, I think the general rule of thumb is if you try and fight the trip, it gets bad. You just go with the flow, you're fine. I think it was more just that's where my mind tends to go. Yeah, my mind doesn't go to pink elephants and fluffy bunnies. It goes to the undead. Oh, I didn't say. Oh, didn't say it. Big J here. If not, hello, Big J. And last but learned, there were 2 run-over incidents. Yes, and I've only ever been run over once, and that wasn't Pam. It was my school teacher. Yeah, well, I've run over myself a few times, but you know. Well, you only run over one person twice. Uh, backed up to make sure. Uh, um, so we were talking about the police coming to knock on your door last night, Pam. Um, got to admit, when people were saying it was because there was some crazy guy around, I thought they were looking for Thomas. But yeah, these things happen. At least it wasn't a SWAT raid. Yeah. I won't show you them, but uh, let's just say if you think my fingers aren't straight, you haven't seen my toes. I mean, this, yeah. Well, the thing is, Pam, I probably listened at the door for a few minutes and just heard you talking. Yeah, it might. Yeah, it could well have been someone trying it, but they may have learnt, or yeah, with the virus, not do it. They could have got lucky with the timing and heard you cough just before they knocked. Yeah, I've broken pretty much every small bone in my body, quite a few of the larger ones. So I think I'm actually sitting here straight. To me, I'm sitting straight, but I can see just like how on the hut most of my body is. I mean, if I oh, try not to crack anything. Lucky the car jumped on the bonnet. See it coming. Yeah, I just got a couple of broken ribs. I caught the wing mirror. I was small, so yeah, I got hit by the cars. I basically walked in at the side of a moving car, bounced off and hit another car, and I think that's where I broke my ribs. I was about 6 or 7 at the time, so no biggie. I've not really had any other car type accidents. Oh yeah, burnt my leg on a side pipe exhaust. Had my head smacked into the roof of the car from inside when a friend went too fast over a humpback bridge, jumped, and I went crack into the ceiling. Yeah, so I heard about that, Chewy. What happened in Nova Scotia? I wouldn't blame you. Um, or if the police do knock on the door, you then phone the station to ask if they've sent someone to your door. Yeah, it's one of them. There are times that I'm really glad I live in the UK, and that kind of stuff generally doesn't happen. Oh, going back not too long, we did have one guy go nuts with a shotgun. That was more Scotland or more up the north. I don't know if Rodders is still here, might remember Raoul Moat. He was a nutter anyway, so it wasn't a case of some random dude. I was 11 guys in paint programming on. Yeah. Yes, stump pegs on. Yeah, stump pegs on BMXs has saved a lot of ankles. Hey John, how you doing, my friend? Welcome aboard. Yeah, I've had plenty of push bike crashes. Yeah, so I remember the name. I remember he basically went nuts with the shotgun, but I can't remember exactly where it was. I know it was north, whether it was Scotland or just very northern England. Alex watched a video on him the other day. There we go. Angels of Dunblane, yeah. Dunblane Massacre, Guild. Yeah, that's why we don't have handguns anymore. And after he went nuts and shot a bunch of people. Pretty soon, when I say pretty soon, I mean like days or weeks after that, it was like, right, handguns are now illegal in the UK. Hand them all in, people. It will be chopped up. It will be disposed of. Although a lot that were illegally owned, shall I say, found their way to the bottom of rivers and lakes. Yeah, so this, I mean, you're kind of out in the middle of nowhere, aren't you, Pam? You're not in like the middle of a town or anything, so. Yeah, one. See, that's most countries. That's all it takes is one person doing that kind of thing, and it gets banned, outlawed. Yeah, you're just outside of town, so it's not like someone's left a pub or club or, well, you know, got high or something in town. But at least nothing bad happened, Pam. Other than you answering the door of police in a pair of Minnie Mouse ears, but you know, that probably put them at their ease straight away. Chewie's got all good in there. What I find interesting, before COVID-19, a big fill-up for all oil suppliers, and the Arab countries cut the price on the oil. Yeah. I'm hoping that people learn from what's going on now, not just the virus thing, but the whole, just general, how the earth is healing itself so quickly. You know what? I don't actually need to do that. I don't actually need this. I don't really need that. I can do without. Or yeah, I prefer actually seeing the wildlife and nature and all these things than I do big flashing lights or having plastic bags. Or yes, I know the irony. Guide builds plastic model kits which are made out of oil. You know, but hey, crippled. Yeah, cripple the Albertan economy. Yeah, I'm not overly sure what's happened to the economy around here. Probably not too much, because say it's mainly a rural farming community type place. So farmers are still farming. People still need food. Yeah, oh, there you go. It's just payback for inflicting nickelback on the rest of the world. You deserve it. If anyone needed, yeah, no, I'm not gonna. No, I mean, you may have inflicted nickelback on the rest of the world, but we're responsible for bloody Coldplay. Coldplay, the world's worst Radiohead tribute band. And Tom York and Johnny Green would have got more musical talent in one of their little fingers than the whole of Coldplay have. You hear sparrows yet? You'll hear all the birdies in the back garden. Bob, there's sparrows, blackbirds, chaffinches, blue tits. Thankfully, the doves are being quiet at you. Tribute to you. Yes. Yeah, Coldplay is just no. I mean, as much as I blame Simon Cowell for the death of music, Coldplay are up there too. The fact that they win things like Best Rock Album, they've never released a rock song. I think you might be onto something there, John. Smaller businesses closing down, going out of business, and then not just their Trumpenführer, but the rich people will buy out all the smaller businesses that are having trouble. Looks good on you. What's Coldplay? Jake, don't just pretend you've never heard it, okay? Trust me, it'll be better for your life. Yeah, well, there you go. Mandy likes Coldplay. Exactly. I can't remember who actually said it. Was it one of the DJs or critics? Way back when they first started out. So Coldplay is rock music for girls that don't like rock music. Pretty much. It's got nothing to say, nothing interesting or original. Dull, tedious, repetitive. Yeah. And someone did think that's what would be funny during this. Yeah, it's not like anyone needed to add humour to a stream with 2 early wines in it, really, is it, Pam? Now, come on. Pam Junior, as it were, or Genghis Pam. Like one of their songs. I'm not like Nickelback. Yeah, I just can't think back to any Coldplay song that I remotely enjoyed. No, I really can't. No. I think literally I'd rather listen to kittens being put through a mincer alive than I would listen to Coldplay. It's going to be a more pleasing sound. But that's just my opinion musically. I'm sure a lot of the things I listen to, most of the people in this stream would absolutely hate. So there we go. And yes, I can be a music snob at times, but when you like good music, you can recognise bad music. By good, I mean technically good, technically interesting. Not necessarily that it's got a good beat or it's got a memorable hook. Some of my favourite songs don't even have verses or choruses. Stick to the classics. Yeah, I'll stick to the classics. Got my Alice in Chains t-shirt on. Actually, I'm trying to think. Other than the last Alice in Chains album, I think the most recent released album I bought was probably C6 Steve. And that's one that's going to confuse a lot of people. Yeah, you can't go wrong with a bit of Floyd and Cooper. Although this week I have been listening to quite a bit of Ginger, mainly on YouTube, so I don't actually own any of the CDs yet, but we shall see. I might end up purchasing a couple. Ginger spelled with J's. They got some cracking tunes, and yeah, different and interesting to listen to musically, not just lyrically. Probably because Chad Kroger's got the money, Chewy. That would be my thinking. Yeah, probably it. Oh, my blood pressure's fine, Bob. It's perfectly fine. It's about 380 over 200. It's if that vein starts starts pulsing in my forehead, you got to worry. Yeah, I generally don't. I say I don't have blood pressure issues. I can't remember the last time I actually had my blood pressure tested. Got to be getting on for 20 years ago. The old lady asks in the middle of the night with Mickey Mouse ears on. They probably had the door open with an old lady just wearing Minnie Mouse ears. You were wearing clothes as well, so yeah. Actually, that is one of the things, Mandy. Good point. Having to explain to neighbours that you're not talking to yourself for 2 hours at a time on a Sunday, or for 20 minutes, half hour at a time randomly during the day. You're actually recording videos for YouTube or doing a live stream. You're not just sat here talking to yourself. And I mean, that's probably why Zach is outside and won't come in, because I'm sat here talking to myself. So he obviously doesn't quite get the whole streaming concept. There, buddy. Come on then. Come on, Floof. Yes, I see you. People want to see you. If he comes wandering in, I'll pick him up. Nope. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. The first, yeah, driving under the influence. There is absolutely no reason for anybody to do it ever. Um, Forethought, post thought, actually thinking about what you're doing. I'm technically I did it, but I was riding a push bike on a country road, which sees about 3 cars a week. And I'd had like 2 pints of beer, and that was it. Oh yeah, I mean, in Europe, Nickelback are kind of viewed at about the same level as Donald Trump. Kind of a laughing stock and a joke. It's pretty much it. Um, Couple of drinks, my mate was always a better driver before his crashes. He was sober. Yeah, it's not a better driver, he's more relaxed. That's what it is. But it's, when there is having a beer or having a glass of wine or something, yeah, rather than having a skinful. Push bike, a bicycle, Chevy. A push bike is a bicycle. You sit on it, you pedal, you go along, you sweat, you get out of breath, and you think, why didn't I get the bus? Yeah, so because I don't have a driving license, I never had a car driving license. Had a bike license, lost that many moons ago. So now I walk, cycle, or use public transport, which is part of why it took me so long to find a job, because I didn't want to have to do an hour's bus ride there and back every day to go to Norwich to work. But because I held out for the right kind of job in the right kind of place, it is now my commute to work. Well, let's just say I roll a ciggy before I leave, and I have to hang around outside for a few minutes to finish my ciggy before I go in. So it's like 360 steps to walk to work. So I did count it. Yeah, bicycles, push bikes, cycles. Bone shaker. Yeah, UK we just have about 20 different names, all for the same thing for most things, I think. Yeah, the roadside drug tests. Well, that's the thing is, the active part of the drug might have finished working, but it will still show up in your system. That is the problem with them. Hey Jessica, how are you? Why is it pronounced bicycle? Because it sounds vaguely perverse, I'm guessing, Mandy. A bicycle. Yeah, it just has me thinking really weird thoughts. Unicycles, yes. Actually, hang on. Yeah, most Canadian bands do quite well over here. I mean, Nickelback sold a lot of records, just not to rock music fans. Sold them to, yeah, it wasn't album sales per se as single sales. Things like Rockstar, I think that was the main one. There were a few others that did okay, but Nah, it's in the spliffs, Jay. I don't smoke that no more. Oh yeah, we made Slipknot. Um, yeah, Slipknot weren't. Well, I won't say they were nothing, but it was when they came over here, they blew up big time. The newest of new waves of heavy metal comes over to the birthplace, it gets embraced. Earth's core deep. But yeah. Good morning, lovely Priscilla. How the devil are you? Shows over blood pressure, the silent killer, having a tooth. Yeah. Oh yeah, I know it's a dangerous thing, but I know mine is okay. Let's put it that way. I avoid stress. Unicycle, one wheel, bicycle, two wheels, no such thing as a push bike. Well, there we go. You have learned that in the UK, bicycles get referred to as push bikes, bikes, cycles. Those annoying beeps on the road, and you get the lycra. Oh no, Chewy. Oh jeez. Oh, Chewy. Oh, how? Oh no. God, don't remind me of that. Oh no, that should just be no. Yeah, I'm not saying I couldn't do one. It probably helped my sleeping at the moment, but worst case scenario, I'll get some sleeping tablets. Yeah, we're just going to gloss over that one. We're going to use a decent gloss. We're not going to use future because we don't want it escaping again. We don't want it peeling off in a couple of years' time or going yellow. Yeah, it's just no, that's just not good. Nickelback was low, but Avril and Lavigne, oh jeez, that's she's on the same level as Adam Levine. Yeah, never sing on key. Yep. No, she's certainly made her money. I can't blame her for that. But no, no, they're not related. Priscilla, don't worry. Um, only relation is the quality of the music. Yeah, Rolling Stones. Yeah, man. Oh, jeez. Chewy, you're going to give me nightmares, fella. No two ways about it. I'm just going to have to listen to something cleansing later. Kelly family. Kellys. Uh, Kelly family, Kelly family. I'm trying, Priscilla. I'm trying. Oh. My brain is fried with alcohol prices at the moment. What's in the 3 for £5 deal? And Ned Kelly, Fred Kelly. Griffin's right. Which member of the Rolling Stones? Oh, God. Oh, no, Priscilla. Oh, God. We've gone through the bottom of the barrel now. We're down with the worms. We're with the worms underneath. Next, you'll be bringing up the Venga Boys. Oh. Well, yeah, you do have to think of bad stuff to appreciate good, but we have Subway radio on at work. Right, the mic. Cool. Yep, I remember that one. We had the Girls' School album cover. Yep. Ooh, hang on. Is it my eyes that are blurry, or is it? No, the glasses definitely need a clean. So excuse me for a moment, because I cannot read, because I cannot see a thing without my glasses. Yeah, so bad music. It's bad. Try and avoid it at all costs. Generally, if it's in the charts, it's no good. Cherry Barb. Oh, yes. Oh, who was it who did Cherry Bomb? Cherry Bomb, Cherry Bomb. I can't remember. Oh, I know I need new glasses anyway. That was the Runaways. Yeah. Yeah, I know I need new glasses. The telltales when I'm modelling is it gets things at the point. The distance I like to model away is it's either blurry with the glasses or blurry without the glasses, and I end up going trying to stick things together. Look like a runway model with a beard without glasses. No, I'll never look like a runway model, Priscilla, unless it's like an actual runway for aeroplanes. Then maybe, but you know, my age and weight and wonkiness and looks. Amber, lovely, lovely Amber. How the devil are you, my sweet? Big Wookie hugs to you. And as he's still sat there, just for you, Amber, I'm going to go get one of your favouriteest friends. I'll be back in a few seconds. Got your bum bum. It's okay. It's okay. Oh. Hey. Hey. Right. Yeah, Vixen were cool. Little Bob's got wisteria. And say hello to Amber. Come on. He's he's not a little kitty here. Hey, should we hold you up? Oh. Hey, sleepy boy. There you go, then, big boy. You're gonna go pee up something now, are you? Yeah, he's a big boy. And if you hear the ringing of a bell now, that's because he's playing with his catnip. But yes. Yes. Baby brine shrimp. Don't do what I did, Jay. I was hatching out baby brine for the last lot of baby apistos, which... Bye-bye. All got munched. And then I forgot about the brine shrimp hatchery. And then I looked a few days ago. No baby brine shrimp in there anymore. Full of honking great full-grown brine shrimp. Like, oh, oops. Everyone else enjoyed eating them. Now I've got Zach fur all over me. But yeah, so for the Zach fans, you got to. Yeah, he'll get his own back. He's not been a very well boy this week, though, have you, hey, matey? No. Come on. Come and have a sit in my lap. Oh, there you go. Yeah, he's been on the hairball medicine this week, so he's been a bit sick, haven't you, hey? Yeah. I hadn't noticed, Chewy. I think that's possibly more down to hair dye than natural hair colour. Yeah, so you've been a bit sicky, haven't you, buddy? But, you know, having plenty of loves and fusses and cuddles. And now he's going to sit in my lap and fall asleep for a bit. So I'm kind of stuck here for a while until he decides to wake up again. I feel like a James Bond villain sat here stroking a white cat. It's all gone a bit low felt. Zach's not normally a fan of being picked up. Most people aren't allowed to. Hey, we've got a special relationship, haven't we, buddy? Yeah. So that noise that cats make when they're going to be sick, it's a real good warning sign. He was a good boy and he waited till I put him outside again. And he made a big mess on the lawn. Yeah. Oh dear. Nancy and Jan are blonde. Oh, can I lean forward enough to move this camera down a little? No. Yeah, you see, Zach, he'll jump on me. Not to wake me up, he'll jump on me to go to sleep on me. Yeah, I'd say she's bonded with you as a mother or a father, if you're the one that was feeding her. And now my lap is going to get very warm. It's just completely stretched out on me. Ain't you, good boy? Yeah, you hear the birdies? Yes, so there we go. has anything else been occurring on Planet Sharpie this week? The Brine Shrimp, new baby Epistos, Zach not being a very, very well boy, but getting better now. Work being exceptionally busy. Don't know whether it's 5 or 6 weeks now since I've seen Mary. It's getting kind of bad. I did watch eventually. I didn't know what to call it. That's why one of those, I stuck the game in there. The game of what advert turned up, because I know probably 95% of the adverts I get when I watch YouTube are for things I have absolutely no interest. Soap opera of a fish tuber out there. Yeah, if you're talking about the one I think you're talking about, I'm trying to avoid that one. It was a certain Canadian fish tuber. Shell dwellers, yes, thank you, Sean. Racial slurs. So I try and avoid those kind of things if I can. No, it's one of those things where I'm not the most politically correct person there is, and I might sometimes say things that aren't necessarily the most PC, but I don't mean them that way. So as I've not seen it, or do you mind? No, that's my knee, mate. You don't need to claw that to make it softer. Thank you. Oh no. Yeah, I just got hacked off with those Mercedes ads. Was it Michael Turtle or someone? His club is not acknowledged by the Federation. No, I'm completely out of the loop there. I'm afraid, Chewy. You'd have to literally tell me who it is, and then I'm probably not going to say anything about it anyway, because I don't want to start any beefs, as it were, on YouTube. I've got enough beefs going on in the modelling community. People who either don't like me or don't like the people I hang out with, or the products I use. So yeah, so it was a Canadian YouTuber then. I'm guessing fairly well known. Has he got around about 1 million subscribers? PC coaches. Yeah. Yes. I do miss the days when you could just say what you felt, and people would accept that you'd said what you felt and wouldn't see it as a bad thing. You said this word. Yeah, and it's facts. Yeah, stick with facts. Can't get in trouble for facts. What you can, but you can prove them and back them up. Yeah, yes, I know I just moved my arm. That doesn't mean the claws have to go in again. Thank you. Thousands of kids will go on being abused due to the government being afraid of being called racist. Yeah, that's what happens, Aaron, unfortunately. If a certain group of a certain ethnic group do something, then you call them out on it. You get accused of being a racist when the race and ethnicity has nothing to do with it. In fact, not a member of the Canadian Association of Aquarium Clubs. Mandy knows who it is. I'm going to guess I know who it is. or at least I got a pretty good idea. Are we talking about a baby kangaroo here? No, get them clawies out of my knee. Yeah, that hurts. I'll start biting me. Eat. Yeah. Yes. Also, fact, doesn't do much DIY anymore. You've been floopy. Yeah, yes, I know I moved again. I moved slightly. Mr. Drum with a swordfish drawn. Aaron, it's kind of there is. I don't think it would be wrong to say the biggest fish tuber in terms of subscribers, anyway. He's tending to put his foot in it quite a lot lately. That's me putting it politely. You know, the kind of rubbish that goes on between different modeling groups. You know, when someone doesn't like someone else's products, or the fact that someone who owns a company is trying to sell their products, or someone who is a friend of someone who owns a company recommends that person's company's products purely because they're really good products, and then it causes an argument and a fight, and yeah, it's that kind of thing. But yeah, it's oh no, he didn't comment on your channel as well, did he, Aaron? Oh geez. It was me who first booted that guy from the live stream. Sorry, the Friday night live stream, not my live stream, when he was talking about when it's out of season for deer, he shoots cats. I was like, yeah, no, you're not welcome here. And yeah, he came back, and yeah, I basically never had anything to do with him. Doing some fish shop drama. One couple of double children I've used them, but yeah, this is it. You accuse someone from a minority of something, even if they have done it and it's obvious they've done it, they pull the card out. Excuse me, fella, my knee is not supposed to resemble a pincushion. Yeah. Okay. Until we can all learn to accept everyone for just what they are, and until everyone can go, yeah, okay, not everyone is a racist, xenophobic, blah blah blah. Yeah, the thing with that, Aaron, is you can't really say he didn't do it when he did it in a hangout and there were like 7 other people there. Now, I mean, I wasn't there, so I can't really comment on what was said. But I know everyone else who was there, and I have known them for years, and I trust them implicitly. Yeah, let's go that one, Aaron. Yeah. We do just seem to attract the nutters, it seems, in the hangouts. But that's probably because we are all a bunch of nutters in the hangouts. Where do you get those claws out of my knee? Yeah. No, not move round to that side. Ow! I'm bleeding now. Oh dear. Yes, I'm being savaged by the cat that's actually trying to fall asleep. Hey? Well, we're not fussing you right, is that it? Is it because I'm sitting and not laying? No, don't chew my finger. Yeah, so that's just the way it is with ISM. I say we. I feel like I can, as I'm good friends with Paul and Lee and I know Hannah and James and well everyone who's involved in it. And hell, I'm a moderator on the Facebook page and a YouTube page, live streams. So yeah. Yeah, that's just one of those things. Some people like to make a hissy fit and a big problem out of something small. If he'd have just apologised there and then for what he said to Rich, that would have been it. He'd have been booted still, but he was given the opportunity. You know, such is the modelling world. It is very petty. So people are going to get very upset when they see what I've done with that Panther 2. Live in 22 minutes. Father fish. Ooh, sweet. Oh, there we go. He's gone. Oh, that's why. What are you hunting, buddy? He must have seen a mouse. He's gone like a rocket. I had the shop for years. Dad and him opened it when he was a teenager. Yeah, this is. Has it? Competition opens up and then can't accept that maybe the original person actually knows what they're doing and what they're talking about and has experience. Yes, it's just one of those things, I'm afraid. Just part of life. People being douches. Okay, Priscilla, enjoy your shower and your gooing. Have a good day and stay safe, my dear. Yeah. Mwah. Oh, yeah, it's because he had 3 shops and your uncle had one. He wanted to get rid of the competition and just didn't know how to do it the right way, which is by offering a better service and not knocking your uncle or your dad, Aaron, not at all. But if you want to get rid of the competition, you offer a better service with better products for a better price. That's the way you do it. It's the only way it works. So if you do it by bad mouthing the other person, slating them, having a go at them, then all you do is you make yourself look bad, It's given the choice. Don't say so. Priscilla's not a Catherine from Australia. Yeah. Priscilla's a bit of a minx too. Priscilla can take a joke, Aaron, but you should probably kick your butt, but you know, she can take a joke. Yes, so if I'm awake late enough, I shall watch Suzy Q. I will probably miss Father Fish because I really need to get some tea down me because I haven't eaten anything since about haven't eaten anything since midday and it's now 7:30, so rather hungry. Oh, that cat, yes. So Jay's watching me while he's having a bath. Yeah, I ain't gonna think about that one. There's nothing weird there at all. I am not gonna wash your back. Well, not until you shave it anyway. Says the guy wearing a chimp vest. It's the man, the legend, the co-host with the mo-host. It's Chattanooga Ed. Howdy, Ed. How you doing, my friend? How is your awesomely red beard today? Hope you're safe. That old bath, scratch your legs and sleep that night. Yeah, it hurts at first, but it does help long term. It stops anything getting infected. And look at the state of my knee at the moment. I think I'm going to have to do the same thing. The amount of holes that I've got in my knee at the moment from a certain fluff monster. Bless him. I just be glad you don't know how big his teeth are. You'll have to watch that back, Ed. That was hilarious. Chattanooga, yes, Tennessee. Sometimes people need sleep. Yeah. Usually me. Oh, I've got the hiccups now. That's because I've been trying not to burp. Because apparently advertisers don't like burps. Apparently there's no problem with smoking, but burping is a problem. Oh, ow. 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 Yeah, cuts on the eyelids are never good. And that's the problem with these. When you get punched in the face, you tend to get lots of glass all around your eye. But yeah, that's not fun. Sit there picking bits of glass out your face. There's probably still a couple of bits in there, to be honest. Yeah, see you later, riders. Have a good week. Stay safe. Yeah, catch scratch fever, definitely. Yeah, it does kind of feel like my knee is on fire at the moment. I'll have to get the Sudocrem out and put some of that on. Yes, I know it's a nappy cream, but hey, it works really well. but any kind of minor cut and abrasion. I've drunk for long, got the ear part. It's like, ow. Blake's covering for Scott and Liz tonight. That's cool. Yeah, that part in, yeah, not good. Yeah, I've been caught side of the head as well. That really hurts. No, it hurts enough if you get punched inside the head anyway, but when you've got glasses on, yeah, that really does hurt. Yes. Should we? Oh, wow. We got the war of the mods. Who can get the link up first? In that case, I shall challenge you. I shall challenge the mods. Who can be the first person to find a link for one of my favorite channels for going to sleep to? Drukinifel. I shall say that again, Drukinifel. And if you can find him, whichever one finds him first wins a bucket of kudos. Oh yeah. Never head a football when you got a baseball cap on or anything. Even if you just stand up and you got a low ceiling or something, that little bobble on the top is, yeah. Ow. Wear gloves to bed to prevent being mutilated. Yeah, that's a good plan. If I'd have worn boxing gloves to bed, I wouldn't have broken my nose that time. Why do you think I went for that one, Chewy? And yeah, I seriously doubt. Actually, there might be some of his videos that you might enjoy. Chewy is a naval historian from sail to steam to, well, from sail all the way through to World War II, naval history. Pam's hungry. I'm hungry too. Trying to think what I've got I can eat. Because although I work in a shop that sells food, it doesn't sell all food. It's a convenience store, so some basics and things like that. But yeah, so the food I've got has got to last me so I can next get to the supermarket, which is looking like probably Wednesday. So I might be a bit hungry Tuesday at work. Oh, there you go. Mandy found it. Mandy found track. And if you can tell me which language that word comes from originally, as it's a dead language now. If you've got even the remotest interest in any naval history, that is the place to go. That is a channel to go to. And also, if you have trouble sleeping, the longer vids are really good for that. He's got one of them even kind of voices that just lulls you off. Nope, not Latin. It's a European language from a country that no longer exists. Oh, yeah, Mark Felton Productions. Yep. Oh, yeah, you're getting there, Aaron. Bob got some Butterball brand turkey burgers. And hardly any meat in the market, and those effers are good. Yeah, might be, but I'm no fan of turkey. Bernard Matthews turkey roll is, yeah, nah, still cold. You're not gone far enough back yet. No, still not far enough. No, check's current, Mandy. Oh dear. By now, by now, someone should have Googled it. Really, it's not that tricky to find. But yes, there we go with that one. No, not Gaelic, because Gaelic's still alive as well. Alive and well in parts of Ireland still. Yeah, technically, it's kind of Gaelic, but getting there. It's a form of, let's go with that. Yes. Right, what else has been going on in the world this week other than world leaders telling people to do stupid things? Whether that was misconstrued or misrepresented or not, who cares? That was so wrong, it's unreal. Fishies, nothing. Shell Dweller report. I have got the shells on order if Sean's still here. So, shells on order. Sand, I've got in my shopping basket on Amazon. Well, I haven't quite figured out how much sand I would need for a 15-gallon flex. Like a biologist that keeps turtles and camera. Mess with American history ready for fun. There's a lot of, yep. Hello Dave. All right, Sprugly. Is the Apex airbrush the same as a Badger or a Renegade Chroma? Yes and no. The Apex airbrush is a Badger airbrush, but it's not a Badger airbrush. It's made from different bits of Badger airbrushes, so it's a conglomeration of all the bits that Paul liked, and they got them all put together. Damn good airbrush. I mean, I haven't got one, but I know plenty of people who have got them, and other than a couple of absolute idiots, I've not heard any complaints about it. I mean, every single one of them gets, because I've sat there and watched Paul do it. Every single one of those Apex airbrushes that comes QA checked from the factory in America, from Badger, comes to the UK, gets completely stripped down, cleaned out, re-lubed, and reassembled and checked thoroughly before Paul then gives it the hammer to send out. And trust me, the swearing when he's got 150 of them to do is hilarious. Yeah, I have a Neo. For me, it was a good first airbrush. Well, second airbrush. I got the really nasty, cheap, horrible ones that came with the compressor. But yeah, at the price I bought the Neo at, it was a good airbrush. For 80 quid, no, it's not worth 80 quid. I think I paid 40 for mine, brand new. What's that, about 4 years ago? Something like that, maybe. I've still got it. nozzle shot. Yeah, I've gone from that to the HPC Plus, which is basically got the same nozzle design. It's just made out of I don't want to say steel, but it's a harder metal than the brass. Trying to get an Apex, sold out. Went for one that looked like it, comes with 0.1, 0.2. Yep, I'd say 0.1, 0.2 will be good for detail painting. I wouldn't necessarily want to prime or paint a big green tank with a 0.1 or a 0.2. I mean, I got the, I say, is it 0.3 in my HPC, and I can spray as fine as I need to with that. I just adjust. If I'm going for really fine, I adjust the needle stop so it won't come back very far at all, which is easy enough to do in one of those. Don't even have to pull the thing apart to do it. And it will open up wide and puddle primer onto a tank quite happily for me. But then it's also down to what kind of paints you're using. If you're using more lacquers than water or alcohol-based acrylics, then yeah, 0.1, 0.2, absolutely fine with lacquers. You just need that bigger nozzle size for the acrylics. I hate saying that word, acrylic. Yeah. Because it's not an acrylic paint. It's a water-based paint or an alcohol-based paint. It does bug me when people go, I only use acrylic paints. And you go, well, yeah, Alclad are technically acrylics. You know, it's... No, you mean you use water-based paints? Yeah, acrylics, no, because Tamiya are acrylic, as are Mr. Hobby, or is it Mr. Colour? One of them. And they're acrylics, but they're all alcohol-based. Yes. A bit like the people who try to clean out their airbrush with water. But I only use water-based paints. Yeah, now dip your finished model in water and shake it about a bit and see how much of the paint comes off. Got all the extension needles for the Apex. 0.5 is overkill. Yeah, 0.2 is great. Yeah, 0.5 is... I mean, I would probably only use a 0.5 on something really big. If you just want to get a load of paint down real fast. Or maybe for 2Ks. If you're trying to spray things that are maybe a bit thicker and gunkier, 0.5 would be good. Mr. Colours, that's the ones, yeah. Because the Mr. Hobby are the lacquers. Mr. Colour are alcohol-based acrylics that thin with lacquer. Yeah. Which turns them into yeah, Tamiya X&X set. Yeah, I use Tamiya. I use Vallejo. Use Citadel, Alclad. Use Life Color, AK, MIG. The list goes on. It's not until someone tells me that a paint smells that I know it smells. That's the problem I have, because I can't smell anything. So to me, a Vallejo Model Air thinned with water smells exactly the same as an Alclad pure lacquer paint. So I have to be a bit careful. Yeah, that'll clean your airbrush out, Aaron. Definitely. Yeah, lacquer thinner, white spirit, and isopropyl alcohol and distilled water. Mr. Colour smells edible. I will tell you, it tastes foul. Vallejo doesn't taste too bad. Citadel tastes quite nice. Tamiya tastes really bad. Mr. Colour doesn't taste too good either. Alclad's a really nasty flavour. I know this because I'm a brush licker, not because I drink paint. It's the case of when you're painting a figure or a miniature, or you're detail painting something, and you stick the brush in your mouth, and sometimes you forget there's still paint on it. And have I got any old Matchbox corgi or dinkies? No, I haven't. I don't even. I think I did have a. I think it was a Matchbox. Was it? No, I think it was a corgi. I did have. I think it was a corgi tomcat up here somewhere at one point. Where was it? Or did I throw it in the bin? Because it was a die cast and looked cheap and nasty and horrible. Yeah, that's probably gone in the bin for looking cheap and nasty and horrid. I'm going to put the light on while I'm up. Yeah, no. I haven't got anything remotely die cast. All the models I have I've made myself and painted myself. Right down to the one that I know Aaron and Sprugler are going to laugh at, because this is just epic. You know about Hasegawa egg planes? That's a Hasegawa Scotch egg plane. Yes, I sawed an egg plane harrier in half and breadcrumbed it. Alice must already be over at Father Fish's. Possibly, Bob. I don't think I've seen Alice for a while. Oh, Matchbox RS2000 bare metal. It's going to touch it. Well, I know Paul did that video on, at least one video on tightening up the old Matchbox cars, so that might be worth a watch. So if it's almost down to bare metal, it's probably not held any value, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. Where's my other egg plane? Oh, there you go. And help if I dusted these once in a while, wouldn't it? Well, so I have the egg plane Blackbird, which I actually painted like a blackbird, the beak in the eye, and I changed it to read US Egg Force rather than Air Force. They were a kind of cool thing we did, but you can only do so many egg planes before that you just get hacked off with them. I was just going to take a nap earlier. Yeah. Need to find the decal scheme. Yeah, that is the problem. Finding the decals in 1/43. Yeah, they are 1/43, aren't they, Matchbox? I think. Something like that, anyway. If they are, there are plenty of 1/43 decal schemes available. There's a lot of resin car kits in 1/43. And if you wanted to make a few of them, I'd say give Dan Scattergood a call or a message, because he's got a box full of them, I think. He probably wants to get rid of, because I doubt he's ever going to build them. You might continue with the high. It's got pace. Right. Sylvia is good. Yeah, that's just that's the way of things, Aaron. Is yeah, you end up with a lot of part builds on the bench, and the trick is to try and clear a couple of them before you start something new and shiny. Says the guy with 5 current builds on the bench. One has been there for about 3 years. Yeah, so probably never going to get done. Might as well be better off throwing her in the bin, I think, but because I've lost the bit that attaches her hand to her arm. Drac is often found in a castle. Yep. Send it to Kim, try and get a real Maz and Scud. You can try. I don't think he's taking phone calls at them anymore, though. Yeah, as I say, what have I got on the bench? I've got Resin Rosie, which is she's 6 scale figure of a very, very naughty Japanese lady. There's the R34 Skyline. That's been there for a couple of years as well now, I think. And then you got the Mini Art T54, the Amusing Hobbies Panzerd, and the Tamiya King George V. Here's a little bunch of Cassius, lucky kids. Nope, these are for me. Yeah, I think all of us are in the case of if we still had all our childhood toys, we'd make a fortune. I know mine all got sold off out from under me, as it were. Yeah, you could, if you had the money, you could buy a hind. Unarmed, obviously, but Father Fish has gone live. So if the fishy peeps want to disappear to Father Fish, you're more than welcome to. I'm not saying you have to stay here. There's a model of the Japanese lady that like ping pong balls. No, this is a model of a Japanese lady whose top isn't big enough and whose knickers have fallen down. She came from the adult section of e2046.com. Oh yeah, the Red Arrows 3 kit's probably worth a few quid now. Anatomically correct, let's put it that way. E2046.com. They're probably not shipping anything because they are out the Far East. Are they Thailand? Or Taiwan? Somewhere like that. They do all sorts of anime weirdness. They do some seriously cool Gundam type stuff. And then all the anime, manga, and hentai characters. Some of which, if customs opened up, you probably wouldn't get full stop. You'd probably get a knock from the police. To e2046.com. And be prepared to lose a couple of hours of your life. And they're cracking models, don't get me wrong. Beautifully cast resin. Yeah, just don't go to the adult section. Not unless you like tentacles and cat girls. So, has anyone else got any questions for me before I disappear off and get myself something to eat? Before you start hearing my stomach rumbling above the birds. And I'm keeping an eye on a pair of cichlids that are chasing each other around at the moment. Oh, itchy nose. Hay fever. Right. I'll say, if nobody's got any more questions for me, or any questions, other than the inside leg, because I don't know what that is. Give it another few seconds. Okie doke. Showing the Japanese of harbor import laws. Yeah. Yeah, it's better to abide by it than get caught for it later. In my book, anyway. Although I've not been stung for import costs because I don't order much from the Far East. So I think it's more if you regularly have boxes turn up, they're more likely to start stopping and searching them. Whereas if it's just the odd one, they don't really bother with it. So I sort of say thank you again to those who super chatted or super stickered. I can remember it was Scott, Mandy, Bob, and Rodders. I think that was it. Yeah. Thank you, everybody. Order room channel, they said it was worth 15, it was worth 100. Yeah, I mean, that's the general way of getting around the thing, but they're starting to get savvy to that and actually going, no, that's worth more than that, and then charging you what they think it's worth. Yes. Anyway, so thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in. This week's video is likely to be on the new grow out tub and the baby apistogrammas. I think any import charges from Australia, pass. I've not ordered anything from Oz. I think Paul's has stuff from B&A, yeah. Probably a few of the car modelers have. Yeah, more than likely 20%. Yeah, you're going to get hit for the VAT, I would have thought. Anyway, I'll say blah blah. As this week's video is likely to be. Plans may change, so don't hold me to it. But as usual, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to me waffle and ramble. Thanks again for the super chats. Peace out. Rock on. Bye bye. Stay safe and have a good week, everybody. And I'll catch you later.